What's up, what's up? It's almost noon on Saturday, which means I'm going to play some Horizon, as I do every week. Just getting set up, and then I will start playing and doing side quests today. If you've got requests for side quests, let me know. And if it's something I can do, I might get to it. Oh, it's all good. I went through the the step 3 intertunes, whatever it's called. And I just opened up the boss room, but I haven't fought the boss yet. Oh, sweet. With Elden Ring? Elden Ring is a trip. Let's see. Hey, Julia. I've been better, but I'm here. Did all these... I should do the chain scrape side quests. All the Daunt area side quests. Unless you guys have requests. Any requests? I've been trying to take it easy. I did some regrettable choices trying to help my grandma on Wednesday, 2 days after I was under general anesthesia, and it was a mistake. But, yeah, we can do that. Let's do what's lost. So I ended up really paying for that on Wednesday. Always give yourself more rest than you think you need after you've been under anesthesia. There is not co-op in this game, but they have talked about making a multiplayer Horizon.
I know Varl meant well bringing up Rost. I guess it's hard to talk about. With everything going on, it feels easier to set those memories aside. At least for now.
Part of the problem is I haven't had enough of an attention span to do something like Dune.
It's a unique situation.
I know that. But if there were two of me walking around, I'd run for the hills and never look back. Come on, I'm being serious. So am I.
Is 2 on max now?
Braving the wilds as reckless as ever, are we?
Me? Never. Anything else you've been looking at with that focus?
Gaia showed me the knowledge you recovered out in the desert. I am no chaplain, but I'd be curious to test if something I read is true.
What is it?
The old ones believed one could hear the great waters, even in the middle of the desert, if you carried the carcass of a water animal with you. They called them seashells.
That sounds kind of gross.
So, the amusing timing of that is I just watched the Netflix Marcel the Shell with shoes on over the last 2 days. And P.S. it made me absolutely bawl.
Remind me what we need to do to get you that new arm of yours?
Gaia said we can find what we need at the Zenith lab, where you found Beta.
Got it. You probably want to get back to training.
Be safe.
I've been trying to watch Critical Role also. I need to get caught up, but it's been so long that I don't remember what's going on, so I like restarted the whole thing.
Zenith Labs
What
around
happened?
here. That's where Catalo said we'd find what he needs to build himself a new arm. I should let him know I'm around. Hey, Catalo? I'm at the Zenith Lab. Ready to come over?
I'm on my way. Aloy, I appreciate you meeting me here.
I'm happy to help. Did Gaia mention where exactly in the Zenith Lab we'd find what you need?
She mentioned the chamber where you found Beta, and the database that lies within. She said it'll help us find the knowledge and components I require to build a new arm.
At least we know where to look. We will have to be quick about it, in case the Zeniths are watching.
Understood.
The lab's up this way. You okay?
I got this.
Machines. They're scrapping the specters for parts.
Should we dispose of them?
Or we can sneak past them.
Your choice.
Some people were hungry, some people were thirsty. Got it. So, Ona, you've not played Horizon at all? It's very different from Soulsborne. But I like it a lot.
Entrance to the lab is by that tunnel. Come on.
Oh, gotcha. Last stream I did like a side area in Ailing Loran, and then I decided I didn't want to go forward because I didn't want us to get like auto sync in the next level. So I opened up the Hintertune Chalice. I need to go fight Ebrietas so I can get the Is Chalice soon also, because I'll need that eventually to go further towards the Thumerian Queen. Yeah, there's definitely, I was going stealth mode. I like doing stealthy approach in this game a lot of the time. But, sweet. Do you think you'll be able to play tonight?
Did this?
Hard to believe, but yeah.
Gaia said the Zeniths made incredible discoveries here. But in the end, they only used such knowledge for selfish purposes.
At least now we can use it to do something good.
Enemies up ahead.
One of the fastest hunter killers. We better get a move on. The room we found Beta in is up ahead.
Lead the way.
That's fair. He is indeed a badass.
Fight with honor! You will another victory. Let us seek the next.
It does amuse me that he referred to the machines as Outlander. Chadliest. I always get turned around here. Does he have any extra lines if you go into the side areas or not? Oh wow.
Here. Now we just need to find a way to access the database Gaia was talking about.
Julia said the actor
Laurel
talks
mentioned
about
you
how
found Beta in one of those pods. I would hate to be locked up inside such a thing.
he spoke with a lot of disabled
Barely
veterans
even
to get a
breathe.
sense of how it would affect the character.
think I found what we're looking for.
Let's hope it holds the answers we seek.
I'll download the database to your focus, so you can search through it later.
What about the components?
They should be somewhere on the... Spectres!
Let's teach them respect! I am a weapon honed for battle! Kick that robot!
The Zeniths might send reinforcements. We need to finish up and get out of here. The components should be somewhere on the second floor.
I'm right behind you.
Plasma blast sling would be amazing. Yeah, I've noticed his bigger turnout seems to be from those franchises, the times I've stopped in. Yep. They are all very, very slow, and it's annoying. But what can you do? Where are we going? Figure it out. There's stairs. There we go.
We need to search the entire floor.
I'll keep a lookout. Don't want any more surprises.
Good idea. A vent. Might be a way out of this room. The components have to be here somewhere.
This very much reminds me of Fallout.
Please tell me the components are in there. Gotcha. I should go back and give these to Kotalo.
I feel like growing up in Arizona has given me a predisposition away from Westerns.
You found the components?
See for yourself.
You have my thanks, Aloy.
Something wrong?
I was just thinking about what it will be like after I build the arm. Will I feel different? Whole again? Idle thoughts. They can wait until we're back at base.
You go on ahead. I might want to take one more look around, in case there's anything useful.
Very well. I look forward to putting what we found to good use. Walk with the 10.
I think I agree. Westerns are very formulaic. And also built on a lot of racist tropes. There's a book I read called Jesus and John Wayne, and it's actually a look at like Christian nationalism and how it got its foothold, and a lot of it kind of does go back to there. I had to read these books in high school. I went to a private Christian high school, and these books I recently learned were written by John Wayne, one of John Wayne's screenwriters, and they were Zionist propaganda about some photographer who happened to be in the Middle East in 1947. And it's it paints it as this just like heroic battle of good versus evil, kind of very much like Westerns. It's like, you know, the white hats and the black hats.
Beta's so frustrating. I don't get how she can be so negative all the time. I mean, we're clones of the same woman, and yet she couldn't be more different from Elizabeth.
So the people that want to talk about how schools will indoctrinate children, the reason they think that is because they're the ones doing it. It's a really interesting world to live in when the good guys and bad guys happen to be drawn down racial lines. Like, yo, that's messed up.
Yeah, that's the stuff.
I gotta refill my ammo. I love that the music right now is the Las Vegas music.
I didn't expect to see you here.
What else have you been studying with your focus?
Yeah, I've been looking into this Vegas place you found. Gaia showed us everything that happened when you went to get that Poseidon thing. I mean, this Merlin guy seems pretty smart. Though, risking the Tanakh clan lands for a light show is a bold move.
Maybe I should check up on them at some point. Just in case.
Right.
Literacy of all types is at a crazy
I have to
low.
take off.
Promise we won't get into trouble while you're gone.
I mean, you got the arts from schools and suddenly people don't know how to
How's the search
interpret
going?
meaning.
Same as always. Not easy. I think that's all I wanted to
Exactly.
know.
Let me know if you need anything else.
You have to hold multiple conflicting ideas in attention with each other, like, without, like, adopting them. People don't know how to, like, hold those things separately at the same time. Like, you have to consider, like, I think of, like, sign language. When you're, like, talking in sign language, you have to create a visual field before you can tell the story, like if I'm telling the story of like hitting a home run, before I can even tell the story of the action that happens on the baseball field, I have to create the baseball field. And it's like you have to set a scene, and then you have to describe what happens within the scene. And it's a spatially referenced thing to where you have to hold in your working memory the thing that was set up at the beginning for the punchline to hit when the action plays out in that 3D space. Exactly. It's like there's a context for these things to occur, and you have to be able to hold that in actively as the frame of reference for how to make sense of the thing that's unfolding before you.
Yes?
How's it going with the arm?
It is nearly complete, but I'm still adjusting the fittings. Soon, I must test it.
Looking forward to it. How's it going with the arm?
It is nearly complete, but I'm still adjusting the fittings. Soon, I must test it.
Looking forward to it. I should leave.
Proceed with caution.
How do I trigger part 2 of his quest? Just go find a shelter and pass time or something?
Those ways.
Well, let's go do another side quest while we wait for Katalo to finish this hunt and see if that triggers it. What's up, Gail? Sorry I missed doing co-op. I didn't see your message until it was too late. But I would absolutely love to do more co-op with you in Bloodborne. And we should, if you ever want help with Chalice dungeons. I've been learning how they work. If you're going for the platinum. I made the stupid mistake of thinking I could be even any kind of bit active whatsoever on Wednesday, a day and a half after I had been under general anesthesia, and I paid heavily for it. but I'm doing better now.
I thought you'd get a kick out of this. I was passing through Nomad's land when I bumped into a Karja expedition.
Karja in the Forbidden West, huh? Unless we've come down.
Foolhardy, more likely. But they got a crew digging up ancient relics southeast of Stone's Echo. Just your kind of thing.
You know me well. Thanks, Aaron.
What's up, Astro? Do you remember what we need to do to trigger the second part of what was lost? We got the stuff for Katalo's arm, but now we are waiting for him to let us go test it. So I came here to do the bristlebacks in the meantime. Look at that, the light actually hits the smoke. Well, it did the first time. And then it didn't. Car never makes the noise when we bring it to the phone. Man, I forgot how soothing it is to just coast around on the bird as the flying music plays. I need to turn the music up. Oh, it's up all the way.
Good use of this.
The best soundtrack.
You going on your travels?
It's just so good.
Savior! Over here!
Careful there.
Savior, thank you for taking the time, and my condolences that you had to endure Ulvan's bloviating.
I've dealt with worse. It sounds like he's really trying to put you over the barrel.
The idea that the Karja purposely let bristlebacks into the Daunt, it's completely absurd. But the louder and longer he says it, the more support he'll get for his damned concession decree.
How did the bristlebacks get into the Daunt?
No one knows for sure. The first report of them came from west of the quarry. But unless they have wings I don't know about, I don't see how they could have come over the mountains.
No other way in.
The only way I know about is barren light. Look, if you can get to the bottom of this, I can offer a considerable bounty in return. Help me shut Ulvund up.
What is this concession decree that Ulvund wants?
He wants the Sundom to designate portions of the Daunt as Oseram holdings. Only the portions, mind you, that produce any value.
Let me guess. Because he stands to profit somehow?
Exactly. With the Daunt under Oseram law, he could secure more investment for their numerous ventures.
He can't get those investments without the concession?
No. Not while there's a chance the Sundom could revoke their access. Hence, why the concession is so important to him. And why blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks, no matter how absurd, works in his favor.
How does blaming the Karja for the bristlebacks help Ulvund get his concession?
Look around. This may be the Sundom, but chain scrape is all gears and rust and bad ale. Claiming that the Karja loosed the bristlebacks in order to intimidate Oseram laborers into obedience. Well, let's just say no one here has forgotten the atrocities of the Mad Sun King, even with the valley working again. Ulvund hopes he can stir up enough resentment against the Karja to call for a strike.
And if the Oseram refuse to work, unless the concession is signed, you won't have a choice.
Correct. The reconstruction of Barren Light must continue.
How did you get stuck out here?
I asked for the posting, believe it or not. Overseeing the entire valley on behalf of the Sun King? It was an honor. Is an honor, I mean.
But your job would be a lot easier without someone like Ulvund blasting hot air all the time?
Ulvund's not going anywhere. He's been around longer than I have. Even fancies himself the founder of Chainscrape. Now, I'll find a way to live with him. I have to.
You said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry?
Yes, according to one terrified laborer, said the ground trembled before they came charging down the hillside. He took off and ran all the way here.
Good place to start looking, then.
If you learn the truth, maybe Ulvund will stop blaming the Karja for every problem under the sun, and maybe then he'll actually focus on rebuilding Barren Light instead.
Enjoy.
Oh no. Death Stranding was a long game, but it was beautiful and worth it. I only played the director's cut. But it's so moving. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Do. The biggest flex is when you have 2 platinums of the same game, and it's not one that auto-populates the platinum when you already have it on PS4. It's like, my duplicate Horizon platinum is just because it auto-populated it, though I have done the equivalent of the platinum more than once. But like for Hades, I had to actually re-earn it on PS5.
Said the bristlebacks were first spotted west of the quarry. I should see if there's anything in the back of the valley.
I'm trying to think, did I platinum Death Stranding? Would you guys care if I looked it up real quick? I don't remember if I did. I think I might have.
Dead bristleback by the falls. Gotta check it out.
Oh, you know, I think I can look it up on my phone without having to make it look ugly on here.
Looks like it died on impact. Maybe it charged off the cliff up there. I better keep following the trail up.
Okay, for some reason, Death Stranding Director's Cut isn't coming up when I search on my phone. I'm gonna look up my trophies on here real quick. Because now I'm just curious. Hold on, sorry. How do you get to all your trophy case these days? I don't even know where it is anymore. Burgers. Oh, yeah, you legally cannot move. That is facts. One trophy short. Oh, you know what it was? Racing. I didn't want to do it. I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't fun, so I got everything except for that. Oh, wait, no. What? Oh, because I don't have the Homo Faber one because the only way I could get some of the blueprints was from doing the racing. That's what it was. So I couldn't make everything because I couldn't get some of the blueprints because I didn't want to do the racing. There you have it. I couldn't find it in the app for some reason. I couldn't. Like, it's great that they made the game have a lot of stuff that you could do in it, but also I didn't want to do all that stuff. It's a double-edged sword. Same with like Assassin's Creed Odyssey, there's way too much to do in that game. It's just like, you know what? This far, no more. Terrorizing the squirrels.
An old mine. A lot of broken trees. It's like a stampede went through. Is this where the bristlebacks came from? How? Unless this cave leads out of the Daunt. Okay, let's see where this leads. The old cart tracks collapsed. It looks recent. Guess I'm not going that way.
Yeah, I still need to play the remastered Final Fantasy VIIs. I played a little bit of the first one, and it just wasn't
Deeper in the mine.
wasn't the vibe. Maybe that's what I'll play next after Bloodborne.
So they did come through here.
Oh, how long of a game is it?
I have to take them out before I can look around.
Where's the other one? I hear battle music. I don't see battle thing. There you are. Why are you running away from me? This is how Catalo lost his arm.
Okay. Better take a look at where the smoke's coming from.
Catalo lost his arm on Grinder. Happens to the best of us.
There's a lot of smoke. Looks like the mine runs pretty far. There's a big blaze here to blast a mountain open. And there's a note on one of the barrels. It's addressed to Oland. Looks like this mine was supposed to be shut down. They must have gotten greedy. Kept blasting deeper into the mountain. I should let Javad know what I found.
I'm sorry for that. I'm also not sorry for that. I'm actually very proud of it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So Oland was secretly blasting in the mine. Trying to squeeze it for all it's worth. Until bristleback stampeded through. Maybe the explosions blew a way open? But from where?
Where am I? I don't even know anymore. Piggy pig. What have I done?
Dead bristleback down there? The tracks must have given way under it.
Can you imagine having your, like, descriptor be willing? Just like, doesn't matter what it is. This guy's a sucker. You want a yes man? I got a yes man for you right here. You want to know how you get posted to the Daunt? That's how you get posted to the Daunt. See, the problem is when a song like this starts up, I'm like, I just want to keep playing until the song's over. Alright, let's go. Into the camp with us.
How Corvin and the other.
Savior of Meridian.
What I really need is for someone with the PC version of Horizon Forbidden West to make accessible just those audio files, because they're clearly split up in layers with like the demixes. Wait, which mural up in the Hollywood area? The one from Bryn?
Savior, what news do you bring?
Picked up the bristleback trail by the quarry. Looks like they stampeded out of a mine at the back of the valley.
The mine? How could a herd of bristlebacks come from there?
I'm not sure, but Ulvin's workers were using explosives to tap the tunnels inside.
For the love of Dawn, I told him it wasn't worth the risk. Those tunnels, they run for miles underground, even beyond the Daunt. No, you don't think...
That Ulvin's blasting opened up a passage from the other side?
Perhaps. Yes, perhaps. If this is true, we need confirmation. An inquiry. So thorough, so irrefutable, endorsed by the Savior.
All right, I'll keep looking. I need to go.
Of course.
At the embassy, Regala's rebels were riding bristlebacks.
Petra.
If they attack from the
Petra
north,
Forge Woman.
they might
Petra
have a camp up that way.
Okiasaron. Only a data point mentioning him, but oh, I searched. And I searched. And I searched some more. And the oil slick look of the reflection of the sunset clouds on these wings. Oh, I've named them before, but I haven't in this playthrough, because in this playthrough we don't technically have sun wings yet. I'm cheating because of New Game Plus. What should we name my sun wings? Bert, like bird.
Some kind of outpost. With pens. It might be where Regala's keeping her machines.
Nice. Did you guys see the Saturday Night Live Beavis and Butthead skit they did recently? It was so dumb, but that's why it was perfect. Most of the newer Saturday Night Live stuff I haven't liked, but occasionally they still have some winners. And in my opinion, that was. Because it was just so dumb.
What was that? Better check it
Yeah.
out. Ah, that old tree finally decided to fall.
I don't think I've ever done that before. Speaking of Mother, did you see the Maya Rudolph Mother song they did this over Mother's Day weekend last week?
Okay, I'm in. I have to clear out
I'm
this
your
place before I can
mother.
look around.
Trouble here! I've got her!
Have you now? Where are they?
Arrows. We'd better search. And if we find her, no! There was some.
Here, kitty, kitty.
I saw her go in there!
Ooh, it's a cold-blooded killer. Well, that wouldn't be a fair fight, would it?
A lot of pens, not that many machines. Where'd they all go? Better check in that cave.
Didn't even take damage. I don't know why I'm grabbing everything, it's just, it would be wrong not to. It's appreciating the scenery is what it is. See, there are people dying for lack of machine parts and shards, so I can't just leave these unattended. She is absolutely a cold-blooded killer. She got that culty black and white thinking. Bad guys die, good guys live. Bad guys are wholly bad, irredeemably so. And she's just always right. And her way is the most just way. Granted, she does have a pretty solid trump card to play with the whole everyone will die if her cause fails angle, Like, if you're gonna have an angle like that, that's a solid one. But, still. How so?
A wheel. Control the bridge. I should take a look. There. Bridge is down. More on me. I can send it to my stash. Bristleback. It looks like it fell into a tunnel. So the rebels were keeping bristlebacks here. The machines fell into the tunnel, which must have collapsed as they ran further in. What if Olvin's explosives created the sinkhole? I should head back to Chainscrape to let Javad know. Nice. Deposit of green shine.
Oh man, I've been talking into a muted microphone. I was just saying, I feel like one of the big things that this game explores about her character is that, like, sometimes she's the one putting herself in those situations because she refuses to trust anyone else or accept their help. And so it's like, would she have even been in that situation in the first place on some of those?
You get a strong color out of this.
If she had been willing to entertain other routes. And yes, the world is one where the killing is necessary, because if people are coming at you to kill you, what can you do? Like, defend yourself. I just like to also be like, oh, but it's also wrong, but also it's also like, what else are you gonna do? But also it's wrong. The ideal world versus the real world. World of ideals versus world that is real. Sometimes I think I've tapped it to unmute it, and then I actually have not. And then I just like monologue to myself. And then I'm like, what was I saying? I don't know, but it was muted the whole time. Guess the world didn't need to hear that. Like, she was thrust into it. She hadn't killed people before the cult attacked the Proving, and then it's like she's fighting for her life. So it's like, that's something that was forced upon her, but it's also like, you know, part of that's trauma. Like, you hit that point and suddenly it's like something you had to do to survive, but also like, is Aloy more prone to be able to even handle doing that in the first place because she was like an outcast and doesn't have the same connections to people, or, you know, I don't know. That could be an interesting character study. Someone should write like a that side of Aloy, like, Aloy going and killing an entire camp on Tatooine side. I should read more fan fiction. I should read more anything. I just, like, when I do read, I tend to read nonfiction. But I'm trying to break out of that. That's why I read The Three-Body Problem. That makes sense. I should actually find the attention span to read that stuff sometime. It's like, if it's on an internet site, then it's like so much harder to not get distracted.
I should find a spot to get down.
That could be cathartic for me to maybe explore, just with some of the stuff that I feel like I've had to do in, like, a fight for justice. You end up hurting people along the way. A friend of mine told me I destroyed a community, and it's a person I dearly love, and stuff I did very, very deeply hurt her, and it's kind of made her world come crashing down, and I have to, like, carry that, you know?
So, you've returned from the west. Any luck?
The bristlebacks were being penned by Tenakth rebels on the other side of the mountains. Ulvin's explosives opened up a sinkhole, dropping them into the tunnels.
Which they followed to the mine and out into the Daunt.
Right. Aside from the rebels, if anyone is to blame for the bristlebacks, it's Ulvin.
Radiant beams of the sun. And all this time he was pointing the finger at us. Bring Ulvin here. Petra, too.
Summoned like a blasted ale winch. You best be meaning to put pen to parch. What? Why is she here?
I live here too, lugnut. So what's this about?
Thanks to the Savior, the sun has shown the truth on the bristleback incursion. Tenakth rebels were keeping pens of machines on the other side of the mountains. A sinkhole swallowed them, releasing them into the underground tunnels that led east and out into the Daunt.
So it was an accident. But let us not forget that it was the Karja—
I'm not done. The sinkhole only formed due to your unauthorized blasting in the southern mine, Ulvund. You are responsible for the machine rampage, the workers we lost, the destruction the bristlebacks caused. All of it.
My dear magistrate, has your precious son baked your senses? I would never give such an order without first consulting you.
Evidence says otherwise. Aloy found the shipping manifest in the mine. You skirted the laws of the Sundom, Ulvund. All for a few extra shards.
That stampede crushed nearly a dozen workers. My husband was trampled by a bristleback.
I demand an official investigation. I won't be the victim of some Karja scheme.
Certainly. We'll conduct a thorough inquest into everything. Every business deal you ever put your name to.
Well, that's not necessary, is it? What if I just return to the claim?
Oh, well, that would save the Crown the cost.
Of course. I'll be on my way as soon as I wrap up some previous commitments, tie up some loose ends. After all, the welfare of Chainscrape's people in a transition like
Nope,
this...
you're leaving right now. Chainscrape will be just fine.
You think she can run this scorched-out forged dump? Ha! Knock yourself out.
Get out!
Oh, don't want you, don't need you. With all
Get off me!
Mud looks good on you, Alvin.
As the sun burns away shadow. Thank you for that, Aloy.
Oh, he had it coming.
Here, please accept this token of gratitude. You've done the Sundom and my sanity a great service. And I believe we have some matters to discuss.
Guess we do. Not the most pleasant boots to fill, but I'll wear them. All thanks to you, Flamehair.
Okay. Chain Scrape will be better off with Petra in charge.
It will be summer in like 3 weeks, and then I'm gonna get my caprese salad. They're not carrying it right now, but hopefully they will soon. They just stopped carrying the chili, which is normally my like staple food, but they only have it in winter, and I'm very sad. But like the caprese salad from Costco, it's just so good. It's been getting almost 100 here, which for mid-May, pretty normal. We're good. Our weather's good like October to April, and then outside of October and April, we're in the hundreds. It's like May to September will be highs in the hundreds. By the end of May to mid-September. Sometimes it still hits 100 into October, but usually highs in the 90s in October. But honestly, 100 here feels amazing when you're not recovering from anesthesia, at least. Not as enjoyable when your insides are all funky because anesthesia messed everything up. But I love the weather here. I don't mind the heat.
There's the Fanghorn. Gonna have to take it down to get it.
Go.
She can't move. I could grapple in for a big hit.
Down it goes. Should be able to harvest its rib now. Got everything I need for Dell and Boomer. Now, let's see about that.
I feel like up where you live, you get more humidity with the lakes.
Time to get off.
The warmth here feels like fire warmth. It's just that, like, it's not so permeating. It's not like a wet blanket.
What?
I know that look. You've got all the parts, haven't you?
Here you go.
Outstanding! I only need a few minutes to finish the prototype.
I'll take the version that won't blow my arms off. Thanks. Hi.
So did you blow up any machines to get the parts? Or any bandits?
You really like explosions, huh?
Here we go.
With the boomsticks?
Oh, you betcha.
Is it safe?
Probably.
Can I have one?
No!
Aw.
'Cause we're gonna make you something even better.
Ba-boom!
Yeah, you! Not again.
What about a rope caster?
But ropes don't explode.
Hey, Red! How's a javelin thrower treating ya?
Hope you're having a blast. Don't forget to blow up machines. Or bandits.
Boomer.
How about a blast sling, but with triple the ammo?
Do you know how much blaze that would use? No way.
Already working on my next prototype. Or at least I'm trying to. Boomer over here insists on adding explosives.
It'll make it better.
Hey, Red! How's a javelin thrower treating ya?
Hope you're having a blast.
What did I do?
What's Petra got for me?
Aloy. Back for more, huh? Another round here? Heard you've been busy. As for me, I'm gonna need a few more of these before I get back to the forge.
Is there something on your mind?
Well, things are better since Ulvin got the boot. It may take a while to get this place running smooth.
If you don't put that down, I'll come over there and show you how that game ends.
Anyway, right now, I'm just worried about those refugees out from Sunfall. To come all this way enduring Forge knows what.
Shadow Carja refugees. What are they doing in the Daunt?
Looking for a new home, I gather. They're camped out by an old trailhead, southwest of here. And therein lies the problem. A Stormbird crashed up on the cliffs last week, and Talon Cleanbrokers had his eye on the salvage ever since. But the refugees have barred entrance. Mustn't interrupt their sun-scorched ritual. Something about finding a twilight path.
Huh. Never heard them talk about that before.
Yeah, well, these particular Shadow Carja are an odd bunch. But overall, they're peaceful folk. Not that it matters to Talland. He'll crack some heads to get to that salvage. Maybe you could swing by, convince him to set up camp somewhere else?
I thought you'd be back in Freeheap.
Well, after the big battle at Meridian, I went back. But realized it was running smooth. Didn't need me. Heard about the rebuilding out at Barren Light. Figured they could use another hammer. And thanks to your handiwork, I got my hands full getting this place into shape.
I guess you found the right place.
Guess I did.
What else can you tell me about the Shadow Carja refugees?
Well, they don't call themselves Shadow Carja for one. At least, not anymore. They're some other brand of sun-crazed. But whatever side of the sun they're on, they're peaceful through and through. Don't seem to want for nothing except a place to live, pray, and just enough food to keep from starving.
So they're just camped outside by a trail, blocking entry to a wrecked Stormbird, waiting for what exactly?
Don't rightly know, but I'll tell you this. Should they ever wise up and salvage it, a Stormbird heart is worth a lot. And if they get there first, then by Ostrom law, it's theirs. Not that Tolan Cleanbrokers ever lost sleep over any law breaking.
Who is this Talland Cleanbroker?
Just some chuff-huffing pondsman. Got a shop here in town. Lived in Chainscrape since there was a Chainscrape. He and Ulvin go back a ways. Like a pair of coals and a campfire, those two.
He didn't clear out when Ulvin left?
Two might be chummy, but Talon scrapes up his own scams. Got just enough deniability to keep his shop open. And he ain't the type to let a few refugees get between him and Stormbird salvage.
The concession decree Ulvin wanted, what was it exactly? And how would it have helped him?
Big old pig diddle, that's what.
A writ that would have put all Osram claims in the Daunt under Osram law, even though they're on Karja land. It would have meant that any existing ore, stone, and timber claims couldn't be revoked by the Karja. No more risk, no more hesitation for investors back in the claim to pour in the shards and expand their business. And since Ulvin had a stake in all those claims, it would have made him richer than a scrapper in a junk heap. Not to mention Chainscrape would have become an Osram municipality, so he could have bought enough votes to call himself an Elderman. He's a sly old badger, I'll give him that. Almost got away with it, too.
Well, if I'm up that way, I'll talk to the refugees. Try to convince them to move.
Much appreciated. They have it rough. Don't need Talon making it rougher.
Petra said Talon has a shop here in Chainscrape. I could have a word with him first.
I love how the bad guys in this game are like opportunist business people that exploit others and serve their own greed.
It's you. The machine hunter that bailed out the Karja.
Never heard it put that way before.
What do you want?
Heard you've been hassling refugees up by the cliffs.
Yeah, well, you heard wrong. There's salvage up there. A Stormbird. Nailed it myself with the harpoon here in town. Not an easy shot if I do say so myself. It clipped its wing. And it crashed into the old tower up there. Killed it quick. Yeah, so if anyone's hassling anyone, it's the Shadow Karja filth that's blocking the way up to my claim.
And you're ready to crack some skulls to get to it?
No need. It's a raggedy bunch. Probably all starved before I have to lift a finger.
We'll see about that.
Oh yeah, we will, won't we? Now shop's closed to Karja lovers. On your blasted way. Away with you. Got no time for Karja sympathizers.
Maybe I should charge shards to watch this.
By the Forge, ain't you ever gonna leave? I told you to vacate my blasted shop. By the Forge, ain't you ever gonna leave?
Do we want to kill him this playthrough, or do we want to go the letter of the Oseram law route? Some of the stuff people say around these settlements is... I think you could kill them if you choose... Or maybe did they back down from the fight? Are they cowards? That wouldn't be surprising, actually. Where are they? They're over by... Barren Light. I love following the kids around the camp. Is it just a threat and they back down? Okay. They just leave. I think I almost always go the letter of the Oseram law route. So I don't... you know, I guess I just thought you end up getting in a fight. Alright, Savahar. Let's see what your prayers get you.
Need to find a spot to land.
There's the Stormbird carcass. Kinda Makes this quest different when you can fly. How do I get there? I don't remember. Oh, that's why. Alright, bird. Ooh. I have some liquid IV. I've been trying to drink it more because I have POTS. So getting the salt is supposed to help. But right now I'm just drinking plain water. Yeah, that's why I wanted a caprese salad. No, I've also been eating a lot of bell peppers. I like stuffed bell peppers a lot.
Them shadow cards are taking a beating.
Those people are under attack.
Hey! You up there! Aren't you gonna help?
Not my job. I'm just here to keep an eye on things for change scrapes. Not looking good, folks.
More machines on their way. Get to safety. I'll handle the rest.
Go, Lakasha. I'll help the Nora.
They're throwers and they're freaking rock throwing skills.
Always wanted to see the savior of Meridian in action. You know, even if you kill these machines, them shadow cards ain't gonna be safe.
Wow, you are inhumane. I got it. You're making that very apparent. Bigotry is gross.
There's There's another cauldron up. That's the last of them. Better check on the refugees.
Guess the show's over.
You're a jerk, dude.
This easy?
I believe you. I should do an ultra hard from scratch someday. And then story mode the New Game Plus so that I can get that final trophy.
Is it bad, Lokasha?
Shh, now. Everything will be fine.
Is everyone okay?
Bruised, but not buried. Our order will live to see another day.
Are you sure about that?
We're no strangers to hardship, Nora. We've crossed half the Sundom with no more than the clothes on our backs. And as soon as our Sun Priest returns, our path will be clear. For now, we wait.
Well, you're better off waiting somewhere else. Your people need shelter. There's a town east of...
Chainscrape. Yes. We know of it. Savohar says it's not suitable for us.
Who?
Our Sun Priest. Our order has made it this far thanks to his guiding light.
Okay, and where is this Savohar?
He went up to the tower to meditate 3 days ago, and he won't come down until the sun shows him the way to our new home. The fallen storm bird is an omen, he said. And of course, it must be.
I see. And how long do you plan on waiting for him?
Until he returns. He will return. He must.
You're Shadow Karja, aren't you?
We are the Order of Twilight.
The difference being...
When the usurper Avad killed his father, we fled with the Karja in shadow to Sunfall. Our lives there were difficult. Savohar saw our misery, lifted us up, protected us from the corrupt priests and heartless kestrels. When their rule ended, Savohar led us from the Shadowlands. The long night ends, and the setting sun will lead us to salvation, he said. And so he named us the Order of Twilight. We journeyed west in search of a better life.
Why didn't you go back to Meridian?
Avad is a patricide. We will not kneel to the likes of him. We must walk in twilight to our new home. Savohar will lead us there.
Uh-huh. There's an Oseram in Chainscrape, Tolland. He wants the Stormbird up there.
Yes. He was here just yesterday. A very unpleasant man, even by Oseram standards. He made all manner of threats. But we will not be intimidated.
That's all well and good, but he's got friends. Sooner or later, his whole gang will show up.
Savohar will come through. He always does. We just need to give him more time.
You're out of time, Lakasha. You need to consider packing up and...
We won't leave him. And we won't let others disrupt his meditation.
Well, they're going to try. Your priest, Savohar. You said he's been up there 3 days?
His meditation can't be rushed.
So he does this often? Meditating for days on end?
Well, it doesn't usually take this long. But he will guide us through. He always has. We have faith.
Sure. But shelter looks like a more pressing concern. Look at yourselves. Those machines nearly wiped you out. And Oseram thugs are watching you, just waiting to strike. You're in danger here. You need to grab Savohar and get out.
Our situation. This is the worst we've endured. I know we cannot stay here, but without Savohar to guide us, I don't...
Let me up there. And I'll convince him it's time to move on.
But his meditation... If he hasn't received his vision, he won't follow.
At least let me check on him. If he's been up there for days.
Yes. Yes, that is sensible, I suppose. Please, be careful. The trail up to the tower's falling apart. Savohar is strong, but it could not have been an easy climb.
It rarely is.
Let the Nora pass.
This quest really touches close to home with all the cult stuff. Can we talk about how they traveled all this way with their little chunk of Meridian elevator? Like, the majority of the exiled Shadow Karja were nobility under Jiran, right? Like religious zealots and nobility, or some combination of both. It was the ones that the abusive system favored. It's not to say that they aren't deserving of pity, but it's just like... It's an interesting dynamic that... yeah.
Please, check on Savohar.
Looks like I should head up.
We need Savohar to lead us. We will guard the path until you return. Please, check on Savohar.
Part of the ladder. Akasha was right. The trail's in bad shape. I think I can reach those beams if I jump against the cliff.
It is a feature I always forget exists until I do this quest.
Okay, now how to climb higher.
Go, you can wall jump.
Ladder must have broken off after Savohar passed through. I need to find another way up. Broken bridge. I might be able to make the jump to the other side.
Going down!
That's a lot of blood. Savohars? There's the Stormbird. Getting closer. Machines. Savohar must have snuck past them. I could probably slip past them. Or take them out.
Can you pass them or sneak through them?
That's all of them.
Best of both worlds. I think that one of the things I struggle with is that with pots, anything that like requires standing is really hard because my heart races when I'm standing up. Like just going on like a leisurely stroll gets my heart up to like 160. And if that's going on when I'm like hungry, then it can be really nausea-inducing. So I suck at doing kitchen stuff because of that.
In pretty bad shape.
The true sun above me, the true sun before me. Show me the way this eventide. The true sun above me.
You must be Savohar.
The true sun before me. Show me the way this eventide. No. No. The vessel must be empty for the coming vision.
You don't need a vision. You need medical attention. On the way up, I saw parts of the trail had given way. Is that how you hurt yourself?
My pain. All part of the ritual.
You're hurt bad. And your people are running out of time. Staring at the Stormbird isn't solving anything.
You don't understand the omen. It fell here at the beacon. I just need to see the twilight path. And my people will find their home.
Listen, Lakasha is doing the best she can down there, but machine attacks, angry Oseram. The Order is scared, Savar.
The last rays of eventide will burn away their fear.
I don't think so. What do you think's gonna happen here? If you sit long enough, the sun will show you something?
A path to a new home. The fallen machine can only mean that the storm has passed. Salvation is at hand.
Or some Osram shot it, and it hit an old tower. Look, I think you punctured a lung. You can't heal it with prayer.
The sun will provide. And I will not lose faith.
I'd be more concerned about losing blood. Your people are worried about you. They need shelter, security.
The true sun above me. The true sun before me. Show me the way. This eventide.
I think you've been staring at your salvation this whole time.
The true sun above me.
Gotta get over to that Stormbird. Grab its heart. A Stormbird heart is valuable. Enough to feed all the refugees waiting below. And his answer is sunstroke and a prayer? Why does every priest I meet think blind faith is the answer to everything?
I appreciate this quest's existence so much. Horizon is a cult recovery game.
The Osram that was watching the refugees probably went to get Tolland. I gotta get them out of here before he comes back.
I love the weathering on this.
There. The Order should be able to afford shelter with this heart. Some food and a change of clothes wouldn't hurt either. Looks like some kind of lens. Guess I'll keep it for later. Savahar? How you holding up? I need to get back over there. Savar? I guess you did the best you could. Rest easy now. I'll make sure your people are safe. I should let Lakasha know. And give her the Stormbird heart.
this difficult. Get out of the way.
No.
I'm a generous gent. So I'll give you one more chance to make it easy on yourselves and clear out.
We won't let you pass, Asaram. If you choose bloodshed, that's on your conscience.
Ain't it just like the Carja to make things harder than they have to be? Okay, boys. You heard her. Get your consciences ready.
Hold on now, Tolland.
You again? Listen, I'm all out of patience here. I clipped that Stormbird's wings. The salvage is mine. I don't care who gets in my way. Nora savages or Shadow Carja fleabags. I'm taking it.
All right, I made a poll. You'll have to go through me, Finders Keepers, or Tough Break. Gonna set a timer for 1 minute.
Sure, 1 minute, and we're starting now.
All right. 100% voted for Fist.
You sure you want to do that, Tolland? You know who I am. What makes you think a single Oseram lunkhead can take me down?
I've got 4 guys.
Huh?
Ah, blast it. Okay. You win. Hey, I'm doing fine. I don't need that salvage anyhow. But these people need all the help they can get. Come on, boys. Back to Chain Scrape. I need a drink.
Aloy, again, we thank you.
You're welcome. Now take this heart. Use it to buy food, clothes, shelter for your people. Maybe even land to build a new home.
This is... Savahar must make these decisions.
No, I'm sorry, Lakasha. Savahar isn't coming back. He's gone. I know it's hard, but your people need a leader now. Go to Chainscrape. Talk to the forge woman there, Petra. Give her the Stormbird heart. She'll look after you and your people until you can get back on your feet. Find your path.
I'll do my best, Aloy. What choice do I have? Here, please accept this. It is modest, but I hope it helps in some small way. To Chainscrape, then.
still have to do the Eclipse one. The people trapped in the mine. What else is there? Where's the signal lenses, which means finding the girl by where the dude's scooting the dead body out of the way.
This will break my fall.
Which one should I do next? Out of what's left. You got people trapped in a mine. Signal lenses. What else? That's signal lenses. That's people trapped in a mine. Is there anything else? Oh, and the Eclipse one. Any preferences?
Let's do it.
Mighty thankful to you, Savior.
Just Aloy is fine.
Aaron mentioned you're not one for fancy titles.
You're Vanguard.
Captain's got some business to deal with out west. So we've been cleaning up any bristleback carcasses we find. Didn't want them attracting any of their scavenger friends.
Would have been an easy task too if someone hadn't slipped trying to move the damn things. Scroungers showed up while I was trying to free this scrap brain.
Forgot to bend the knees, that's all. Here, my thanks for helping us out. These should be handy in a pinch.
Thanks. Make sure you don't go, tripping under any more bristlebacks.
Stay safe, Aloy.
It's a ruin from the old world. Bet I could find something interesting inside.
To which the boar says, right.
Help Corvin.
What happened to you?
That damn mine is what happened to me.
What mine?
Northeast of Chainscrape, where the river ends. I told Corvin we should stop when the first cave-in happened, but Ulvin probably threatened to cut off our pay. Or worse.
How about you slow down and take me through it? You mentioned you were injured in a cave-in.
Yeah,
A couple days ago. That's how I hurt this blasted leg. Corvin and the others were opening a new vein while I was checking on an older one. As soon as their blast hit, the tunnel I was in collapsed. Might have dodged it if I wasn't running on barely a spark of sleep. We were pushing too hard and too fast.
And you're afraid Corvin and the others might not be as lucky if it happens again.
Mm-hmm. Hit the nail right on the head.
Who's Corvin?
He's their foreman. And a damn good one. The kind that knows how to deal with management when it gets unreasonable. He even blamed himself for my injury when it was Olvin who ordered the extra shifts.
Sounds like a good guy.
That's why we all put up with the long hours and lousy conditions.
I could check in on your crew if I'm in the area.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Thanks for stopping in, Astro. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Always good to see ya.
Smoke. Coming from where Arnav said I'd find his crew. This must be the mine Arnav told me about. It looks like the miners are in trouble.
I'm sure this drive is fine. Right? Right?
What about the Osram inside?
Corvin got
We're not gonna leave him, right? Thornton was right behind me.
That looks like the foreman Arnav mentioned. I should check in with him.
You good?
I'm okay. Thank you, Corvin.
Corvin? Arnav sent me. I'm...
Not now.
Easy. What happened?
Explosion in the mine. Water flooded the whole place. Some of my guys are still... They're still down there. I can't stop.
You've done enough. Are you hurt?
I'll live. The others. Please.
I need to know exactly what happened.
We used controlled blast to open up new veins in the mountain. One of them must have gone wrong. I can't... I have to go.
How many are still down there? Corvin, how many?
Two, I think. 2 more.
I'll do what I can.
there any particular reason you do this one first? The sense of urgency of people being trapped in a mine?
Gotta find those two miners. Quick.
Oh, hey, Gil. Glad you're still here. I definitely want to do more Bloodborne co-op with you.
Hello?
And I'm just saying.
Can anyone hear me?
If you should ever decide to try out some Bloodborne, Julia, I will absolutely help you out in co-op. I'll help anyone in co-op. Fair enough.
The miners. One of them doesn't look too good.
I think I'm starting to see things. Is that a Nora?
Are you okay?
Who are you?
Corvin sent me. Are you hurt?
My leg. I was a little too close to the blast.
What happened?
We were blasting in the farthest tunnel, but the scaffolding didn't hold. It collapsed. I think it blocked the drainage shaft. Water started flooding the place as quick as I drink ale. I barely managed to drag us here.
So something's keeping the water inside the tunnels.
What are you thinking?
I've got an idea. Are there more explosives?
Are you crazy? Yeah, should still be some up top, but you'll need these fuses. Are you crazy? You can't move, and I'm not leaving you. It's not like she can make things worse.
Don't go anywhere. I need to find whatever's blocking that drainage shaft and blow it sky high.
The water's
Hopefully they're
rising.
bringing the mine down
If
on
you're
top
gonna
of
do
me.
anything about it, now's the time, kid.
Just don't blow us up.
Which area were you thinking, Gil?
Almost there. Made it. There's the debris blocking the shaft. If I can reach those explosives up on that track, maybe I can blast through the blockage.
Oh, the chalices? Yeah. I've been working through the chalices. I've played Bloodborne a bunch before. I've never beaten it because I always get right to the end and stop playing. Because I know that, like, once you beat it, it automatically puts you in New Game Plus. And so I'm always, like, afraid that I've missed something, and so then I just end up never finishing it. That's what happens. But I just started trying chalices for, like, the first time. I've done a little of them before, but, like, actually, like, trying to learn how they work now. I'm going for the platinum, because why not? It will feel good to have a FromSoft platinum. Where'd it go? Oh, there you are. Oh, missed.
I think that's all of them. Now to find a way out of this room. I should follow those tracks. See if they lead to the explosives.
There's a couple of bosses I still need to do. One of them gives me one of the chalices. I still need to get the secret optional boss called Ebrietas.
I need to find a way up to those explosives.
I've beaten her before, but not on this playthrough. Daughter of the Cosmos.
Let's see where this leads.
This chest is a lie. No, not this one. One of the other chests is a lie. That one's a lie. There's one of them that you can't open, and I think it... maybe it's this one? Nope, I was wrong. I'm a lie.
There's the explosives, up on the track. Just need to get the big boss somehow.
This music is so great.
Trick. Ah, guess that got its attention. Let's go check on those miners.
So rude.
She's so dead.
We don't know that. did it. I thought you blew yourself up.
Are you two okay from here?
I can get this idiot down. Don't you worry. Thanks, kid.
Don't worry. This old forge ain't going cold anytime soon, thanks to you.
I found the two you mentioned. They're safe, but could probably use a hand. Is that everyone?
It is. I dread to think what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.
I knew we were blasting too much, but the man who staked the claim here, Ulvund, he kept pushing and pushing me. I tried to shield my crew from his constant demands every damn day. I should have been stronger.
You were there for your crew when they needed you. That counts for something.
Ulvund can threaten me all he wants. I am not letting my people back into those mines.
That's a good thing Ulvund's been kicked out of Chainscrape then.
Ulvund's gone? We were so busy working in the mines, and then the explosion we never heard. Something we can celebrate after I get my crew back to Chainscrape.
Will you be all right?
Yes. I can take it from here. You are owed, Huntress.
Thank you, Huntress. I'll see the last two make it out. Thank you, Huntress. I'll see the last two make it
You're
out.
a good dude, Corvind. Man, now I want a white chocolate truffle. Closest I got is ube ice cream, because it's ube season again. Trader Joe's has an ube ice cream and it's good. Ooh. I've seen those there. I love the lint ones. Which one's your favorite flavor or color wrapper? That is amazing.
Ow! Welcome to my life.
Going up there unprepared's like asking for an arrow in the gut.
I see you all made it back.
Hammer and tongs. That they did, Huntress. They tell me you blasted through the problem. Lokuf here came back trembling like a twig.
Hey! What's important is everyone made it out.
No thanks to Ulvund.
Let's just count our lucky sparks that Petra's taken over the mine's supervision.
Guess that means no more slacking off.
Just stay safe.
I have never had the snickerdoodle ones, and now I want to try.
Does this mean you're buying us all drinks then?
Not if I drink the tavern dry first.
I am never going into a mine again.
Like you're good at anything else.
Douse your forge, Lokuf. Can't hurt that bad.
You don't have bruises on your behind because someone dropped you on your way out of the mines.
I try not to think about it, so thanks for bringing it up.
Does this mean you're buying us all drinks then?
Not if I drink the tavern dry first.
I am never going into a mine again.
Like you're good at anything else.
I think there should be a new data point over here now. That sounds like a wonderful way to spend a movie snacking.
Aloy, please pardon the mess. I had expected to have this cleared out by now, but the task has proven monumental.
Is this all Ulvund's?
As much as anything was ever Ulvund's. After we ran him out of town, his thugs tried to come back for his belongings. Turns out, Ulvund was forced to leave a lot of ill-gotten gains behind. And also a lot of rubbish. The man had a malodorous penchant for hoarding.
And, how are things in the rest of the Daunt?
Running quite smoothly now, thanks to Petra's oversight. Repairs at Barren Light are back on track. You set things right around here, Aloy. If it weren't for you, Is that... That's my lucky bristleback piece. I thought I lost it. I've won 9 games thanks to this sun-touched piece. But how did Ulvund... No matter. Now we'll be back in business.
Take care, Javad.
Maybe my slippers are around here too. By the sun, my spyglass too.
Oh, where's Astro? Astro sent me a picture the other day. I think it was Astro that sent it to me. Of a Tenakth holding out like a zoom sight, telescope, spyglass, whatever.
11 bottles of sun wine. 19 crates of Spitfire, an entire cask of scrapper sap. What does one man need that much drink for? Maybe my slippers are around here too.
And we were like, wait, they have that technology in this world. And it's like, yeah, it makes sense because they've got the machine lenses to work with and they've made glasses out of them, so why not make binoculars or whatever? Well, not binoculars because it was only one, but you know what I mean. Wait, I wonder also if Ayla and Boomer have left. Nope, they haven't. I see her right now. They will not until I open up the pathway.
If you're in need of provisions, I recommend stopping by Saltbite, a village north of the Grove. Their strength like nothing else. And who knows? Maybe they could use your help, too.
Maybe I'll check it out. Thanks.
I have heard people have recommended that movie to me, and I need to watch it. It's streamable on Hulu? Hulu, at least for movies, you only have to watch the ad at the beginning though, right? Or am I thinking of something else? Maybe I'm thinking of Peacock. I watched The Mummy and The Mummy Returns and The Scorpion King the other day on Peacock.
Here I come.
No, I'm gonna do this one. Let's set this wrongfully imprisoned dude free.
Savior, you're my last hope.
Conover. She's Meridian's savior, not yours.
It's just Aloy. What do you want?
Please, no one will listen. But the Eclipse... they're here in the Daunt.
Really, Conover? Aloy's the one that defeated them. You're bothering her with this hogwash now?
Some of them must have fled west after the battle at the Elite. I saw one of our sentries, Lorevic, sneaking off to meet with one. I tried to eavesdrop, but they spotted me. And then Lorevic tried to kill me. I fought back. It was him or me.
Unfortunately, there's no hard evidence that connects Lorevic to the Eclipse. And since Conover doesn't deny killing his fellow soldier, Nozar sentenced him to death.
What makes you so sure Lorevic was working with the Eclipse?
Well, I was too far to hear everything. But I heard them both say the word Eclipse.
It's not the most outlandish claim I've heard, but it's up there.
Crying Eclipse is a convenient way to dodge a death sentence.
If I have to die, so be it. But if we ignore this threat, others are going to die too.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Weeks ago, during a shift change, some trespassers slipped through the gate. By the time anyone noticed, they were halfway out the canyon. Nozar didn't see the need to give chase. Let the Tenakth take care of them, he said.
Nozar wasn't one to be sidetracked, sun rest his soul. He tightened up the patrol schedules, reprimanded the sentries, and everyone moved on.
But I couldn't stop thinking about it. None of us are careless out here, meaning someone left it open on purpose. And Lorevic, well, he's always grumbling about officers. But on this, he was too quiet. And after the incident, he started acting different, jumpy. So when I spotted him sneaking out of the barracks after hours, I followed. I found him arguing with a stranger, and when Lorevic mentioned the Eclipse, I tried getting closer, but they heard me. The stranger took off, and Lorevic lunged at me with his knife. Instincts took over. Sentries heard the scuffle and found me standing over his body.
Why don't you believe him?
We combed the woods. Searched Larevic's bunk. Searched it again. Didn't find anything. Look. Conover's a good man. I don't believe he murdered Larevic in cold blood. But Nozar only listened to facts. And those who remain follow his example. And that fact is, Conover killed his fellow sentry. He doesn't deny it. Right?
No, but more Eclipse are out there.
And considering there's no evidence backing up this Eclipse story, well, we can't question a dead man. But hey, if you find a bunch of Eclipse soldiers hatching an evil plot in the woods, please do let us know.
The meeting you witnessed. Did you hear anything else about their plans?
No. But the clearing where they met is just east of here, across the river.
A dozen soldiers have already searched it, Conover. There's nothing there.
I can see things others can't. If the Eclipse are in the Daunt, I'll find them.
Thank you, Aloy. Sun bless your search.
Don't get your hopes up, soldier.
Let's go over this again.
Oh boy.
Anything you need.
I have to go.
Don't forget about me.
Right. Like she has nothing better to do.
I am so curious to see what this freaking rumored Lego Horizon mess ends up being. Like, is it going to be Zero Dawn but in Legos? Or Forbidden West but in Legos?
This must be the clearing where Conover says he saw the eclipse. Bloodstains. It's a good place to start as any. Pretty sure this is where Conover killed that guard. Maybe my focus can tell me if there really was a third person here. I see plenty of tracks from the Karja search party. Not helpful. Broken branches. Was someone up here? Faint tracks. Leading away from barren light. I should be able to follow them with my focus. Let's see where this leads. Maybe Conover wasn't lying after all. Lost the trail. There's too many machines walking around. Maybe I can pick up the tracks once I'm past them. I don't think I can override you. Guess there are more cauldrons out there. Easy to follow the trail up ahead now. Blood. A lot of it. Whoever the runner was, this machine must have slashed him. Should be easy to follow the blood trail with my focus. Looks like they're headed for that bridge. Someone set up a lookout down here. Bandages. Looks like the runner tried to treat their wounds before they went on. I should be able to follow their tracks. Where did you go off to? The trail ends here. Must have climbed up to that cave. With that injury, I'll bet he's on his last legs. This looks like a good place for someone to hide.
I say we kill the lot. Take on a whole garrison. It won't be easy. We don't know Laravic's dead. He hasn't shown at the rendezvous point. So either that fool guard killed him, or he lost his nerve.
We'll just have to blast our way through the gates.
And then what? Rayad was our only link to Vezra. And now he's dead too.
We'll track Vezra if we have to. But first we have to get past Barren Light. Next change of guard, we go in fast and loud.
Conover was right. I have to stop them before they hurt anyone else.
What? Covering fire! Oh.
For the true Karja! Raise the alarm! Keep firing!
Give them cover!
Takes care of that. But I'm sure there's more of them outside. I better be careful.
There was an article on the front page of the Kansas City Star this week about how the cult I used to work for, like literally proving that some of the supposed prophecies that the leader told were completely fake and falsified. This game is very cathartic. It was literally like there was a claim that someone died on April 18th at 4:18 p.m. and that was supposed to like prove that Luke 4:18 was like a prophetic promise for the cult. But the person died at 9:50 p.m. on April 19th. And it was just a lie. I know, it's shocking, isn't it? Totally shocking. You know, there was also this comet that came on May 7th. Except for it was actually found on April 25th, 1983, and it also was in the New York Times on May 9th, and it was in the Christian Science Monitor on May 6th. I might have those dates backwards, so it's just like there wasn't just an article on May 7th, and the comet wasn't even found on May 7th, so it's really dumb to think that like this localized someone happened to see an article on May 7th somehow proves anything. But it's so, like, the hoops that have to be jumped through to make this stuff meaningful is like...
You could tell me where they are.
Same old story.
That's Uriah. Blood trail must have been his. He bled out trying to get here. I was right. Uriah has a focus.
Loyal Eclipse. If you're seeing this, it means you've left the Sundom in search of something to follow. Your journey is almost over. Follow the sun beyond the gates of barren light. And bask in the gloam of future conquest. The new empire awaits.
I'll have to pay this Vezra a visit and crush his new Eclipse empire before it begins. There's coordinates here, up past Barren Light. Ryad's mask should be enough to prove Conover's innocence. I better take it back to Barren Light.
So I put links to the articles in the chat. One of them's behind a paywall, so the other's an article about the article that summarizes its contents. That is not behind a paywall. But just to prove that, you know, if I'm telling this outrageous story, it's actually unfortunately based on stuff that's really going on in my sphere right now.
When we fought the Eclipse back in Meridian,
I
thought that'd be the end of it. Guess I was wrong.
Was never into that part of the play. I was like, you know, people want to believe that, that's fine, but like that's not what I'm here for. I thought this was like a place where we could come together across niche doctrinal disagreements and focus on like the core tenets of the faith. But turns out that for a lot of people in a lot of leadership positions, the prophetic promise, like they were literally like, doing this doesn't make sense without the prophecies. And like, maybe not for you, like without the eschatology, which is the study of end times, or the prophetic weirdness, like maybe it doesn't make sense for you, but like it made perfect sense for me, and I don't know why you need this weird shit to like just like but whatever. But that's the part that they would like punish you if you disagreed with. It's like, that's not how you marketed this place. At least I didn't realize you guys were meaning some of this stuff literally, that I thought was like metaphorical. Like I thought it was like poetic language, but it was like they actually meant some of that shit or whatever, you know. But yeah, it's exactly it. It's for power. Power and money and fame.
Much of the Lowland clan's territory.
And pick of the litter to sexually abuse people.
Capital, Thornmarsh, remains is polluted. Perhaps this is something you could help with.
Yeah, maybe. I'll look into...
Read.
But when I can.
Anyways, total topic change. I might be getting an autism evaluation soon. So that'll be interesting.
Look alive, soldier. She's back.
Aloy! Did you find anything?
Eclipse fugitives were camped out on the other side of the forest. And they were getting ready to fight their way through Barren Light. You just helped save a lot of lives.
Aloy, you know I believe you. But the other officers, they may not be convinced by your words alone.
If they need proof, show them that. And tell them this man risked his life to expose and eliminate an Eclipse spy.
Huh. I guess you are his savior. Congratulations, soldier. You're a free man. I'll have you out of there before sunfall. I'll make sure this gets to the right people.
That's it then. The end of the Eclipse.
Almost. The trespassers you mentioned, the ones who got through Barren Light weeks ago, their leader's dangerous. And he's out there, in the Forbidden West, building up an army.
Sun and Shadow, you're going out there to stop him, aren't you?
I'm gonna try.
I want to help. I can fight.
I know you can. But you've been through a lot. Once you're out of that cell, you should enjoy your freedom. You've earned it.
Take them out, Savior.
Alrighty. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I'm gonna call it there for the afternoon. Be back in a week. I play Horizon every Saturday at noon Mountain Standard Time. Do a couple quests, couple hours usually. It's about 3 right now, so I'll be back in, 6 days and 21 hours. Feel free to hit like if you enjoyed watching. Subscribe if you want to keep watching. Come back in a week, hang out in the chat with us. It's always a good time. Love having you here, Julia, Astro, Gale, and those who watched quietly from the side. Hope we can catch some Bloodborne again soon, Gale. Looking forward to helping you out with that. Just hit me up on Discord and we can figure it out. I'll try to be better at checking that. But I'm gonna sign off for now. I'll be back in about 4 hours and 20 minutes to play some Bloodborne this evening. Been working through Chalice Dungeons. I think we're going to be starting on boss at layer 3 of the Hintertomb Chalice right now. This evening. I play every night at 7:15 Mountain Standard in whatever game I'm working on the time, which is Bloodborne right now. Stream goes up at like 10 after and gameplay starts at 15 after, so that'll be in about 4 hours, 20 minutes. And then Saturdays at noon is Horizon time every week, except for when I can't, which is rarely. So, hope to see you again next time. Hope you have a lovely rest of your afternoon, or whatever time it might be, wherever in the world you're watching from, whenever you might be watching this. And I will catch you next time. Bye!